welcome back to Saints Row 2. Alright, our target today is a poop, and he is in this nightclub over here. Alright, so let's see. At the club. Just gonna casually enter. If I remember correctly, this is where we got one of the mayhem missions in the first game. Though I don't believe it had an underground area, a basement area. That's what they're called. Yeah, my underground's flooded. Your what? My underground. What? My basement. Oh, okay. Why didn't you just say that, you idiot? Alright, so let's attract our target. Gonna get a drink and... Excuse me? You're all cool. You can go back to partying. Are you really... Are you all leaving? You're really leaving because somebody was drinking on the dance floor. Okay, well, apparently you're all a bunch of fucking nerds, I guess. Alright, did I scare my target off too? Okay, good, there he is. Alright, good. Not everybody's a total fucking nerd, then. Alright, where is he? I'm gonna find this man. Can't tell what floor he's on. So I'll just, you know, go floor by floor. Ah, there he is. Alright, time to murder him with a sledgehammer. I had a different take where he spawned outside, and unfortunately I didn't get the kill on him. I think because he wound up falling into a motorcycle, which... that should have worked for me. That should have counted. Like, yeah, sure, the motorcycle killed him, but who sledgehammered him into the motorcycle? That was me. I did that. Anyway, we unlocked hand grenades, which... it's not unlimited hand grenades, so I don't know what the big deal is. I just now have the ability to have hand grenades. Guess I didn't really have the ability to have that before, which... alright, well, I guess I have something to throw around now, but outside of Mayhem, I don't really use those too often. Maybe I'll use the satchel charges at some point when I unlock those. In the meantime, however... I feel like the boss kinda needs to maybe just stop for a sec. They seem a little bit out of it. Yeah, just oh, don't jump. Just rest. Just rest and don't puke. Also, if you're wondering, just like in Saints Row 1, obviously, fear will impair you, it'll make the screen all wobbly, but it does make you stronger.
How you doing? Dr. Raymond Gonzalez says you're highly recommended.
I remember that guy.
Oh, that stunt you pulled with him landed him in jail.
Understandable.
Oh, sorry. Don't worry about it. He was a dick. Anyway, I was wondering if you could run the same insurance scam with me.
Didn't you just say Gonzalez got thrown in jail? Why would you want to try the same thing?
I'm far smarter.
Throwing yourself in front of cars, and I worry about not getting arrested.
Suit yourself.
You know what? If it pays, it pays. Alright, so welcome back to insurance fraud. Boy, I saw a lot of that in Saints Row 1, because it's probably one of my favorite activities there. It's actually a decent bit different in this game, because instead of being based on categories, like getting hit by certain vehicles or falling near pedestrians, it is instead based on adrenaline. So adrenaline will build for, you know, technically everything, but you really do not get much adrenaline at all, unless you're within one of these circles on the map. And I do mean within the circles. If you get hit out of it, then you won't get the extra adrenaline, so treat it like a target. You want to land in the circle, not necessarily start in it. Once you do get adrenaline, however, I think the results speak for themselves. I think overall, I do prefer this version of insurance fraud over Saints Row 1's version because, yeah, Adrenaline just makes you ragdoll so much harder. It makes it incredibly easy to fly around the map and just tumble around everywhere. It is how you will get most of your money. Now, that being said, insurance fraud still has the same issue that the Saints Row 1 version had, and that, of course, is car AI. Sometimes you'll get really lucky, and there will be so many cars ready and raring to run you the fuck over. Other times, barely anything will spawn, and when they do spawn, they're far too polite, and that it's always the worst when that happens, especially when you're trying to build adrenaline in a certain spot. Once you've built adrenaline, it's actually not a bad idea to just let yourself get sent flying across town. You should be mindful of where you land when you're running low on adrenaline, of course. If you're playing smart, later levels have multiple points to build adrenaline. At the final level, it's 3 points. But yeah, you just want to be careful when you're actually using adrenaline, so that you can actually build adrenaline again once you're done. But yeah, you're probably going to learn to hate traffic lights if you didn't already play Saints Row 1. Cause goddamn, I hate it when the only cars that spawn just stop for a red light like they're supposed to. Like, damn, thanks a lot, asshole, I was kinda riding on you. So, again, ultimately I think I like this one better, though, admittedly, it also depends on the map. I didn't care for airports, and I hate Saints Row unless I'm on the highway. The intersections in Saints Row fucking suck, but the highway is so fun to use. Like, if you're smarter about using the map and actually navigate yourself to the highway, I'm not going to say you've guaranteed yourself a win, but you've guaranteed yourself a good time. Cause a lot of cars spawn, and it's so fun to just get hit back and forth on that thing. You can get so much distance without being in danger of putting yourself in the wrong spots. Meanwhile, I'm just not fond of the adrenaline spots in airports, and also, it's so easy to let yourself get bumped into the ocean. Nah, not a fan. 0 out of 10 would not recommend the airports. Factories is okay. As you can see from this clip, you can definitely get some distance here. But still, Saints Row is the best one if you remember where the highway is, or the game takes you to the highway. Otherwise, it's miserable. Alright, so that's insurance fraud. What do you get for insurance fraud? Level 3 gets you a partial stamina upgrade. Level 6 gets you unlimited, so you absolutely want to come to Factory's insurance fraud. I think this is why I was confused about the stamina meter in the first game, and why I assumed it was insurance fraud. It's because it's this game where you unlock it for an insurance fraud mission. And that's so much better than having to do graffiti for it. Alright, so that's the second time the boss has had to kinda slow things down. First it's booze, and then it's getting run over. This isn't a rest period, however, this is Chop Shop. There we go. Well, that's 1 of 8 for a different location. Our first truck yard Chop Shop. Alright, so we should get our next mission started, but this zombie member was harassing people. And look, I don't have a great track record when it comes to the random NPCs, but like, no, I'm gonna run you over. I'm a little disappointed he didn't die. Cars are, as always, not as powerful as I'd like them to be. Pretty catchy song, too. But, no time to listen to it. We've got to take on the Ronin today. Zambi Skull's also there, but in due time, in due time.
What's up with the dollhouse?
Dollhouse my ass. This is how we gonna fuck up the Ronin.
Oh, are we gonna make like a tabletop game, or are they doing that? Are we making a
It
competing
is.
tabletop
The
game?
Ronin have a stake in Poseidon's palace. So I figure hitting their biggest money maker is a good way to show them we not fucking around.
Okay, so what's the plan?
Oh, it's a
You
planning
and I enter
map.
the casino
Okay.
here. Once inside, we need to distract
Okay,
this
look,
security
once we're in
guard.
Saints
I
Row
was thinking
3,
he'd catch me
I
cheating or
think
some shit like that.
3rd Street Saints
Anyway, while
tabletop
the
game
guard's concerned
would
with throwing me
absolutely
out,
sell.
Gatto sneak in through this
We've
security
gotta
door.
remember that
Don't
idea
worry,
for later.
I already got today's passcode from the blackjack dealer Shandy's fucking. Now once inside, Gatto have to sneak past the guards to cut the power. And when that happens, we only have about 45 seconds before the backup generator turns on. During the blackout, though...
Hold up, man. I mean, I love the dream house you built here and everything. But what if we just start here, walk into the casino, and just shoot all the motherfuckers that are between us and the money?
Well, you know...
Would be a lot faster.
And a lot more fun.
Yeah, but...
Fuck it, let's go. Good call, Johnny.
Now, to be fair, casinos are very hard to rob, but I mean, we are also very good at murder, so
with Western Biographic.
let's fuck him up.
This is Ken for Pirate Radio. I hate you. And now some South
Well,
Street with Call in the Depths.
there's our DJ for
Something
this
I'm sure
radio
Ultra
station.
Would love to do.
Got a bit of the underground going, for now. So, I think I mentioned before that the Brotherhood is into Crunch, the, metal radio station. And I feel like it's also very obvious that the Somdi are into 420, the stoner radio.
You better love what I got planned for the Ronin.
We know who's running the Ronin?
A kid named Shogo Okuji. Now, he probably spends more time on his head than he does on his bike, but it doesn't change the fact that he's totally ruthless.
Jesus, how many pretty boy tuners do I have to kill?
Not enough.
Anyway, what's the deal with Pierce?
Pierce is picking up some of the other Saints and meeting us there. I figure we can get the party started without him.
There isn't gonna be a party left when we're done. Anyway though, yeah, so... The Ronin might be a bit of a mystery, but they listen to K-12, which is the electronic radio station. They're probably the least obvious in their musical interests, but, yeah, that's what they go for, typically. They are the least obvious, simply because, obviously the Somdi listen to 420, like, come on. Look. The Carnales wouldn't have listened to stoner music, because that's not the type of drug gang that they are, but... Sandy? Nah. This is their style. Anyway, so where is the casino, anyway? I don't even remember a casino from the first game, so... Odds are it's probably new. Alternatively, I just didn't pay attention. I mean, if I didn't have to go to a casino, I wasn't gonna go to the casino. Probably could have shortcut around there. Whatever. Though we are getting close to the, Marina District, so... chances are this is probably a new thing. More north we go, the less likely it is it's something we saw in the first one. I do feel like I would have remembered this as a set piece, you know? Even if it was just in passing. Alright, who can I run over? You? Cool. Oh, you weren't actually a person I was supposed to run over, but whatever. Alright, so... looks like there's a lot of enemies in there. Who wants to die first? You? Well, security is just letting us in, but, yeah, good idea. Just had to gauge how loyal they were, and as it turns out, not the slightest. Well, this is certainly a lot more simple than what Pierce would have had us do. I mean, come on, a timing of 45 seconds? Ugh. God. It would have been such a complex mission. But since this is our first Ronin mission, we're pretty much just doing the very simple, shoot a whole lot of people thing. I mean, that's how a lot of things starts. Don't know what the casino's playing, but geez. Just playing, like, casino noises, slot noises? I don't know about that. Hey, have you ever considered the mix? You know, have you ever considered radio over the fucking blaring machines you have going on? God. So, I'm not really a gambler in the first place. But casinos seem like a special type of hell, because they're so goddamn loud. Like, that's an auditory nightmare right there. Would not appreciate in the slightest. You gonna stay upstairs, or you gonna... Oh, no. Okay, yeah, that person went downstairs. You missed the party. We passed like 2 ships in the night. Can I shoot you from here? Maybe. Well, they're not coming back down, that's for sure. Oh wow, the noise stopped, cool.
Buenas noches.
How am I not hitting you? There we go. Alright, so, once you clear the enemies, it's just a matter of going back down, and having Gat do all the hard work for you. Of course, more enemies will spawn in, but that's just the point where you start shooting them. Honestly, you really have to try to lose this. Like, I'm fairly certain you can probably pick Gat back up if he goes down. I don't know, maybe if he goes down, that's just an automatic loss, but I think it's just the usual, if he goes down, you have like 30 seconds to revive him. Really, the only thing that you should be worried about is just dying normally. Which is the thing you always have to worry about, so it's not a new special win condition. Just pay attention to your minimap and start shooting people when they arrive. That's it, that's all you gotta do. Oh, and that sound indicates that Gat is ready for the second bomb. Yes, there are 2. We're blowing up both these doors. Man, this area's got a whole lot of people. I mean, I guess to be fair, like I said, casinos are typically pretty hard to rob, apparently. Which, you know, kinda makes sense. Having money is their whole thing. They really prefer to not lose it, especially in regards to people stealing it. It's bad enough when people actually win. You think they want it stolen? No. But the Ronin are pretty incompetent, cause they've already fucked up keeping the money safe. See, told you the party would be over by the time they got here. But that being said, they did arrive right on time. And that we could use this truck.
Well, they call the cops. Big surprise there.
What a bunch of wusses, can't even do the work themselves. Ooh, we're the Ronin, we need the cops to do the work. Pfft, nerds.
Johnny, we just made a lot of money.
Yeah, but before we start buying new cars, we better clean this money.
If we don't find a place to stash the money, we won't even have to worry about cleaning.
Yo, don't worry about it, I'll take it to Isha's.
You sure about that?
Aisha isn't gonna give you shit for this, is she?
Yeah, it should be fine.
Yeah, she'll be totally cool bringing stolen money in. Yeah, I'm sure the woman who's supposed to be dead is gonna have a great time finding stolen money on her coffee table. And I already know you're going to put it on the coffee table, Gat. Don't even try to tell me otherwise. We're also leading the cops right back to us. Well, hopefully we've got some decent cleaners. Hopefully we have somebody to hide the bodies in cars when we're done with them, because by the time this cutscene starts, those cops are dead.
このカジノの権利権は、悪事さんはちょっと。
Junichi, you need to relax.
悪事さんから隠すのは無理なのでは。
My father won't find out about the casino.
そんなに甘くはないです。
Don't question me, Junichi. And we're in America. Speak English.
Oh, he's that type of asshole, huh?
A little jumpy today? Over there.
I'm very terrified of you, sorry. God damn, you are the worst.
Sword.
So they don't wait to show the villains in this game, like Saints Row 1
I know
did.
you're having a hard time adjusting to the way I run
God
things
damn.
here.
Shogo is
How about
just
you
the
let me deal
biggest
with
douche
my
right
father,
from the
and you
word
deal with
go.
whatever the fuck I tell you to deal with.
Of course, Shogo.
Excellent.
I think it's impossible to not hate Shogo the moment you see him. He does everything wrong in that cutscene. Alright, so, we got a new neighborhood. Very cool, very cool. But, what are we gonna do with the money? Yeah, obviously we have enough respect to play more missions.
Why is there a big pile of money on the coffee table?
We still
It's
had...
a little complicated.
We shot up a Ronin casino and stole the cash.
Yeah,
And
see?
you brought that shit here.
Ish. Who else we gonna trust with the money?
But the Ronin know you stole it, right?
Well, they wouldn't have if we would've went with my plan.
Yeah, well, if we went with your plan, we'd still be talking about it.
Fuck off, Gat.
Excuse me?
Shut up, we're on.
Casino heist has left the police baffled. Standing next to me is Chief of Police, Troy Bradshaw.
Hey, it's Troy.
How's the investigation going?
This is an investigation, Miss Valderrama. I can't get into details.
Can you say anything about the 3rd Street Saints' involvement?
I don't know what you're talking about.
This leaked security footage shows the leader
God, he's the chief of police. He is the ultimate narc, and yet... he's pretty cool about us.
Obviously, the 3rd Street Saints are back after a long hiatus.
Alright!
Woo!
Oh, God.
Unknown accomplice my ass.
Hey, you didn't get completely Mike Wazowski'd.
Ultor is pressing the police department for a quicker response.
One of Altar's investments was robbed. Of course they want their money back.
Alright, we had our 15 minutes. Let's clean this money.
Do you even know how to launder money?
Yeah, I saw it in a movie once. Buy stuff one place, sell it someplace else.
This ain't gonna work.
Don't be so negative, Pierce. I got this.
Alright, I don't know how Gat managed this one, but whatever.
Guarantees boats that will leave the Coast Guard in your way.
So yeah. Nice to see that, even after all this time, Troy's actually pretty cool.
Bad at marketing.
ACAB does include him, but you know what?
Do you ever wake up in the morning wishing you were
He
someone
seems to a
else?
certain
You're
extent
not
to have
alone.
our backs.
And let's pretend we make
Is
our
it just
business
curiosity,
to turn
or
you
is he
into
like
whatever
the
you
one
wanna
guy
be?
who actually
Wanna try your
liked
hand at
us?
vigilante justice? Buy a cop outfit and dish some out. Feel like being a doctor for a day? Buy a doctor's coat and grab a scalpel. Don't worry about malpractice. You're not even licensed. Want to play a fun prank on your spouse? Pick up
Well, you'll be
and
arrested, but
pretend
not
that
for
your apartment
malpractice,
has
at
been
least.
quarantined. Here at Let's Pretend, it's our job to make your dreams come true. Let's pretend. Be someone else for a change.
Let's Pretend is not responsible for any criminal activity committed while in our products. If legal representation
Yeah,
is
only
needed,
I'm
ensure they're
responsible
not
for my criminal activities. Anyway, I hear you got a cool
What about the best car
car.
you have?
I do, but my baby doesn't come cheap.
Trust me, I can afford it.
Trust me, I've killed so many Ronin for this this pile of cash. Alright, so let's go buy a gun. We're gonna be laundering a whole lot of things today. Not really the best night to be doing it.
Coming your way. I told you this was a bad idea.
The Ronin couldn't stop me from stealing the money. They aren't gonna stop me from spending it.
Okay, I was just talking about the rain and the fact that we're, you know, using an open roof car. Like, this is gonna do some horrible things to the seats. We're gonna be losing a bit on this investment. Anyway, though, yeah, I guess the Ronin are after us or something, but whatever, we can deal with them. Gonna have quite a few scratches on this thing. It's fine, though. If you get too damaged, the game will lead you to somewhere to repair your car. If you explode, you lose, obviously, but yeah, we're gonna... Let's see, well, first we're stopping for a gun. Okay, pardon me. Move your motorcycle or you lose your motorcycle, idiot.
I need the biggest hardware you have.
Damn, that guy flew. Alright, well, we have a grenade launcher, and I guess technically we have grenades? I mean, the grenade icon is there. I don't have any currently, but that's fine. Alright, so, continuing on, like I said before, I believe this is the point where we'll need the car in top condition. And considering people keep running into me in ways that are certainly not my fault, we're gonna need to get this thing repaired. Plus, it's getting shot a lot. Could I do something about these guys? Sure. Am I going to? Scuffed a police car, and... Alright, they're a little mad at me, but surely they can see it's because I'm being pursued by the Ronin, right? I realized it would be a very bad idea to grenade launcher this close to the, car I'm supposed to be protecting. So, our next dealer is right over here, conveniently close to the mechanic.
Hey man, you think you can move this stuff?
Alright, the final step of this plan. Oh, and I should mention... I haven't actually brought attention to it, but perhaps you have noticed the fact that the game does display the words checkpoint reached during missions. So yes, this is not like Saints Row 1, where if you lose a mission you're just starting the whole thing from cutscene 1. There are checkpoints. Now, I don't know how annoying it is to have that for an LP. I've not lost a mission so far, so I have not seen how easy it's gonna be to actually work around any potential mistakes just yet, or if I'm going to have to pretend this is Saints Row 1 and start over every time. But at the very least, from a gameplay's perspective, there are checkpoints, and that is just a good thing. Come on. There we go. Don't want you exploding too close to my car.
Is the whole town trying to kill you?
No!
What's your point?
I mean, that'd be kind of a funny line, but like... We've seen one man so far. This is an easy day for the boss. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Now we've got plenty of people.
I mentioned that before?
Alright, now it's a party. Or at least it would be, but you actually kind of just pulverized what was there, and I don't even know what killed that one. Was it me? It might have been me. It's kind of dark, it's kind of hard to tell. I just saw a motorcycle flying in. Just completely on fire. So it probably was me. Still can't be entirely sure. Somebody could have had a really bad accident, I don't know. That guy was kind of a combination of accidents and me shooting him. I shot him into an accident, and geez. It was a very, if I'm going down, I'm taking you all with me kind of rush. Too bad I shot him again. But who was the North American scum? Me or Shogo?
What's going on? Shogo is explaining our failure to his father.
Well, certainly seems his dad probably thinks his son's North American scum.
Because his son has brought him much shame. Akuji-san is coming to America to teach Shogo how to lead.
Is that good or bad?
That depends on who you are.
If you're Shogo, it sucks ass.
We need the Saints taken care of before my father arrives.
What would you have me do?
What do you think I want you to do? Get some of our boys and kill them!
Well, it seems Shogo's had a terrible night. And you know what? Good. I'm glad. I'm glad he's had a bad night. I'm also glad I have Knob Hill. Not for anything specific to Knob Hill, I just like having more neighborhoods. Also, upon, I think, 10% completion, you get a new gang style, which I probably won't switch to, but I might check it out at some point. Alright, well, that's it for the boss today. Very good first operation against the Ronin. 2 missions out of the way instead of just 1. So, yeah, everything's coming up, boss. Guess next time on Saints Row 2, we'll probably be going after the Somdi, because I mean... why not be equal opportunity? We've messed with everybody else. Hey, quit doing that. Again, I don't have a great track record with other NPCs, but I'm not gonna put up with other gangs harassing them.
I don't know where to begin when we're North American, but in the end make the same mistakes all over again.